Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're going to be taking a look at Tsubakill and Wolflow's uncut group battle. So I do know that Tsubakill has been eliminated at this point from the competition, and it did surprise me. I will say though that both Wolflow and Subukil I think struggle on the popularity side of the competition, and we've learned that popularity does really help influence certain scores within the challenges. So I'm not saying that it's like, is it right? Not 100%, but also we can't negate that as a part of the criteria for passing on to each individual round, you know. And this is something that of course I'd love getting through and looking at discussion wise as well with you guys. So if you guys have extra context behind what I'm about to look at, I always appreciate it and I love learning more. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's go fight!
Here we go. Wolflow first. Hey. Hey. Great rock and bounce from them. Yeah. Wow, okay.
Let's go.
기분이 째져 에이 who's the best dresser 환경 100m 누가를 켜 잘 되면 셀럽 못 되면 평생 we 셀럽 내 개성은 시대를 안타까스 나는 셀피 모든 게 다 셀피 옷에 젖을 걸쳐도 bread 못 넘게 I'm the sexy 헌집 두 곳에 프리미엄이 붙어 2배 3배 4배 나는 셀피 11년째 freshman 유명세를 거둔 현찰 대신 스펙을 station You're not selfish 남의 몸만 selfish 난 취향을 감춰둔 내 second 카드 수수께끼 The king is back 다시 코슈 한만 영 그래도 근본은 절대 못사 눈팅으로 배운 너의 street fashion 누가 배고파 기분이 째져
Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so both are strong for this. Now taking a look here, both. So with battles, a lot of times they're done in a freestyle context where it's free movement, not overly choreographed, right? But in crews, like I've talked about this before with breaking, like with breaking crews, they do have choreo that sets up one of their members before they go and do their set against their opponent. So for me, this feels like a choreo battle more so than a freestyle battle, but they never said that it was a freestyle battle. At least here, it's a crew battle, right? So it makes total sense why they did this. Just from initial thoughts, like with Wolflow, they keep their identity in their, like this song, "Gonna Make You Lose Control." That's a old school track, and then you have but Missy sampled that into her song, which you hear here, you know. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, so having them, they go hit, and then they bleed into another section, which is really nice here. So I will say, is this the cleanest crew battle, like cleanest that set? Not 100%, I would say, like, because so far I've really only watched one Mill versus Lady Bounce, and I think both of them they was a little bit cleaner, but I'm gonna take that from their choreographic background and how you have things a little tad bit cleaner. And Wolflow is, I would say, one of the more inexperienced in the choreographic realm when it comes to their accolades or what they bring, but doesn't mean that what they're doing is not good. I like they're matching the energy of their song really well, and it's very clear what they're doing too, you know. So they're being very clear in in their tutting and their tutting positions here. And they're creating really nice pockets where they're kind of pulling and pushing through the torso, which is really nice. Accents of the grooves. I love that little dip up through. I'm always a fan whenever people go through and like let their shoulders kind of go through before the chest, because sometimes people just drop and they let the chest and the shoulders go at the same time. But when you see somebody like use the shoulders, I don't know, it adds like a certain dynamic or texture that for me I'm always a fan of. I don't know why I don't put that into the grooves like that. I normally put that kind of shoulder in when I do a wave because that's what I've normally train in, is that. So they're hitting a lot of the boom boom boom, like really strong basses here. Love that with that kick. That was so nice. It wasn't quite, I don't think it was a 540, but it was very impressive. Yeah. So it's fun. I will say they can bring the presence really well with what they're doing. Oh, they're like, oh, where'd it go? They're like, bye. That was fun. Okay, this is Sebang. Oh my gosh, what? It was from Street Man Fighter, right? So I know there's those are really viral dance that stem from this song. It's called New Thing. I know the translation. I wish they did stuff a little bit more here. You know, for me, whenever you're on a time crunch, I always feel that really try to utilize your time as efficiently as possible. So for me, I really felt like when it comes to content or what they're not bringing as much simply because they don't have as much time, right? So I feel like I can't do a proper comparison because they're not really starting at the top of their song like what Wolflow did, right? This is like a solid, I don't know how many seconds this is, hold on. Yeah, 53 to like 53 to like a minute 05. So like that's like a solid at least 13 seconds where they didn't do anything. And when you only have 40 seconds. So I don't know if they gave them 40 seconds at the start of their choreo or at the start of the track. I don't know that because I don't see the timer. Now they do the Sebang, right? So it's like that was a thing that was in the choreo here. Yeah, all of this is taking heavy nuance to Vata's choreo. Yeah, I like that. Was fun. Dana sexy. They did their own little thing. That was fun. Now they're hitting a lot of that that bass, that kind of like triplet. Like I love their choices here. So I would say Tsubakill is bringing more complexity to their crew choreo battle, but they also have like, I'm noticing that I think One Mil did it, Wolflow did it, and then now I see Tsubakill did it, that kind of straight line, which I mean when you only have 5 people. I love what they did here. This was cool where they took it and they made it like a motorcycle, which is similar to what the nuance of what was happening in the choreo originally, where that little but they used the jacket. That was sick. And then they put it on their crew members and drove them. That was so fun. This is my only thing, but it's because I'm very music sensitive. There's a certain bass that happens in this, and the only reason why I'm touching on this is because I know the song really well. It's there's that doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, like that sound to me is so enchanting to the section for myself, so I always pick up on it. So when I see people dance to this or they do their own interpretation of the choreo outside of what is viral with it, when people don't hit that, for me, I'm like, you know, because it kind of takes me away from empathizing with the choreographer's choices. But also, at the end of the day, what they did was super cool with the framing with the jackets. I love that. Yeah, like they hit another moment, like I wouldn't have hit that little that way, but they did. So it's kind of like, there's a balance that they do really well here, which I like. Pa! That was fun. strong. So what's nice is they both bring a strong presence and they have a really strong bounce. Both of them do. If we're going off of choreography, I would say Tsubakill had more complexity when it came to full usage of their time. Only going off the assumption that Subukil did not use their full time. I would go with Will Flow because they went from the get-go. They didn't really wait as long as Tsubakill did. But I will say both crews are on the more underrated side in comparison to some of the other crews, but that comes from their backgrounds, and one of them's international. They're from Japan, and one of them is more of a battle crew in the hip-hop scene. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful in some way. And like I've mentioned before in some of our discussions that we've been having, I do have experience in a lot of these contexts that I am reacting with. But at the end of the day too, I am not really here to kind of compare me versus somebody else. It's mostly just I'm looking at what I've been trained as a judge to look for certain things, or by having conversations with judges, because I do work battle events. I just came back from one in LA at the time of this video, so I do work some battle events, and it's really nice to be able to have conversations with judges or conversations with people not being a participant as much as it is just really trying to understand what is being looked for, kind of the essence or the vibe of how things are organized, and looking at back end stuff as well as the content itself. So like knowing that these crews are not as popular makes sense why they have had a more uphill battle when it comes to winning or losing in the popularity type voting sections of the competition. So I want you guys to kind of just know that, like, I really enjoy watching these, and and I'm not 100% like super sold on my opinion of some of the aspects of the show because I don't have the full picture, right? And so that's why I love the discussion so much, because you guys have done a fabulous job of informing me of things that I missed, or just different ways to look at what I'm looking at, like with song choice, or if there's an extra nuance happening in the back that I was completely unaware of, things like that. And so I'm really appreciative that you guys have been gracious with me in that way, which has been great. And I do look forward to making more of these, growing myself as an educator and a dancer and a teacher, as well as an adjudicator and somebody who is trying to be a part of multiple communities of the industry of dance, just so I can be better at helping people if they want to explore those avenues for themselves. So, but anyway, I will check you guys later. Bye.